another edition of NBA basketball. And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end.
Here we go.
Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Bay in at the 3. Bay outside. Back to Collins. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Young, the pass to Collins. Stolen by Conley. Pass to Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. They'll pin that one on John Collins. You know, before they moved to Atlanta, the Hawks had a lot of playoff success. They made the NBA Finals 4 times in their first 12 years, and they won a championship ring.
Now, recent years haven't been as kind, but they're getting back in the mix there, and it's been a half-century since they've gotten to the finals. They have some special players on this team, and the Hawks fans are really desperate to see them compete at that level.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Outside Conley to the left wing. That's good from Towns on the assist by Conley.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
First team foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Bay passes to Collins. Collins a screen. Young from long range. Drills it from deep.
Well, this guy keeps learning from each and every coverage on the pick and roll. Trae Young getting some serious chops playing out of that set.
Edwards with it, and Capella picks him up defensively. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And Minnesota has possession. It's a 3-point game. McDaniels from long range. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. McDaniels got 5 now.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Towns against Young. Pass to Capella. Outside Murray. Capella, screen on McDaniels. 5 on the clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, in the 2020-21 season, Clint Capella showed how valuable he can be, Brent.
Yeah, he led the league in offensive and defensive rebound percentage. And for his career, he's averaging double digits on the glass. But that season, BA, man, that was ridiculous, even by his standards.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Young, the pass to Collins. Back to Young. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
Screen by Capella. Here's Collins. And Gobert with a block. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. To the wing on the left. Here's Gobert. Got a hand on it. There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Young. Back to Capella. The layup off target. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team. And Young has made a huge difference in their production.
And both free throws good for Edwards. So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, BA, there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Pass to McDaniels. Fires from deep. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
To the middle. The kick out to Conley. Outside Edwards. Launches a 3. Capella with a rebound. The Hawks have gone 3 of 8 so far. Inside. Crafty move. And it's good on the lay-in.
And that's a nice pass from Bay, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Gobert against Capella. Gobert no good.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Up top Collins. Back to Bay. Over Edwards. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
On the court for the Hawks. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Griffin. Then there's Okongwu. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Forrest in at the point guard position.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Pass to Forrest. And stolen by Edwards. It's stolen by Bogdanovic. To the inside. Here's Okongwu. And Gobert with a block. Outside Edwards. Here's Towns. Shakes him. And it's powered home by Towns.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
Edwards against Bogdanovic. Pass to Hunter. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get one up here. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Yeah, Hunter getting enough room to find somebody to be hunted. And DeAndre Hunter is still just a young talent here in the league, but in college, he was a champ, winning the trophy in 2019.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Having a national championship at the collegiate level is rarer than you think for an NBA player.
Well, it puts him in great company, and it's pretty much guaranteed proof of why everyone was so interested in his progress. He's a winner, and he's got tons of potential.
Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, BA. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Outside Hunter. Back to Okongwu. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McDaniels passes to Gobert. For 3, Conley. Another shot. The kick out to Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly clearly tell it was a foul.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Collins to the paint. Cuts off the pass. Down low. Alexander Walker with the bucket. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
They have also been superb at blocking shots. Just the timing has been impeccable, setting the tone on the defensive end and making those guys think about what they're doing with the ball.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Young way outside. The long distance three is buried. Young's got 6.
There is an effortless kind of motion to what Trae Young can do, especially when he's shooting from that deep.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Stolen by Collins. Outside Murray. With the drive. Outside Young. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Here's Capella. And the deficit down inside single digits. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Young to the middle. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And the call will be against John Collins. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Third team foul.
34 seconds left in the second period. Here's Noel, guarded by Young. Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Young inside. Pass to Capella. Bay outside. Five to shoot. Back to Capella. Stolen by Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. And so it's Minnesota. They lead by. All right, good stuff, Allie.
22. The Hawks. 21.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
And Clint Capella takes pride in his defense. He knows what he's on the floor for. He will never back down from a challenge and doesn't take plays off.
And Minnesota calls time here. Here's Towns. Goes up off the inbound. And he lays it up and in. Towns has got 8 points. And with Capella in his defense, he's a vocal leader on that end of the floor, Greg.
Well, he will hold guys accountable in the locker room. Capella knows it takes 5 committed players to play great defense, and he wants everyone on his team to buy in. Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And the DeJounte Murray trade sort of came out of left field. Seemed mutual as the Spurs went to a younger direction and wanted Murray to play for a contender. A trade where everyone involved gets what they want.
And you look at the numbers Murray puts up, Grant. He's a threat to post a triple-double on any given night.
And I love that about him, B.A. I mean, he brings it in every aspect of the game. He doesn't hunt stats. The game just finds him. With his steal rate, might be the best bet to put up a quadruple-double in the league one day.
Collins finds Bay. Outside Young. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 11.
Every player his size has a lot of creativity to the game, especially scoring. Trey is a flat-out scorer.
Conley passes to Gobert. Conley against Young. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
There's Young with the 3, and the Hawks with another 3.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
Here's Young. Capella, the pass to Murray. Back to Capella. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Capella's got 9.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Conley on the attack. Towns down low. Collins there. Pass to Edwards. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
First team foul.
Free throw good, Edwards. And it's a completely new group for the Hawks.
Taking 2.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Atlanta's gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Outside Bogdanovich. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third quarter. The kick to Hunter. Pass to Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. And Edwards, here we go. And no good. The Hawks have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Going inside. Here's a Kongwu. Outside Bogdanovich. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the board.
Now here's Griffin. The D's right on him. Inside. Outside Bogdanovich. He drops it from range. Bogdanovich has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Prince. Hunter against Anderson. Takes the 3. The rebound by Bogdanovich. The Hawks trailing. Picked up by a Kongwu. The 3. Bogdanovich, no good. And so it's Minnesota with it. They've led by as many as 14. Noel, no good. Atlanta's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Forrest. The kick to Hunter. Launches it. Gets the 3 to fall. Hunter's got 5 now.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And Minnesota calls time here.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Here's Conley. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Outside Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. Second team.
Throw good, Edwards.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Knocked loose. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading bucket. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Minnesota in the lead. And Atlanta looking at who they've got. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. And it's Bay in at the small forward.
Now this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
To the inside. And Collins with the slam.
Oh, man, what a slam. That's the first thing he thinks of whenever he touches it.
And he's got bodies hanging all over him. Really attacked the rim with a fury on that defense. The kick out to Edwards. Off target from three-point range.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He told them this is a game that we can win. It's a game we should win. We've matched those guys step for step. From this point forward, let's try to force them to play at our tempo.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Towns is screen on Murray. Here's Edwards. They get the rebound. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Conley with the ball, now guarded by Bay. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And he makes it on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Young against Conley. Murray from outside. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Misses in close. Atlanta's gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Left side Young. McDaniels against Bay. Outside Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Conley passes to Towns. Now Young with a steal. And now the Hawks on the break. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
That is why Trae Young has the ball.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Conley passes to Gobert. Back to Conley. The 3 ball. He can't get that one to fall. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Down low. Okongwu. And he taps it home with authority.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Pass to Edwards. Here's the floater. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 8 assists in the game. Here's Young. And And he got the whistle on the way up. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place,
The previous play is under review.
calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He gets the first, and that ties this game up.
It's just so interesting. There was a lot of talk and bravado and confidence about Trae Young and talking about the things that he was going to do in this league. He's doing them.
When it's this close, he's exactly who they want at the stripe.
Conley finds Edwards. Deflected. There's a minute 12 left in the fourth. Young against Conley. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you really want to stay down on any kind of fake like that. So Trae Young does a nice job of coaxing the defense.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. Edwards against Murray. Tries again. No luck on that one. Capella with the defensive effort. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
And how about Capella? Not the guy you expect, but cool under pressure that time.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Murray.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And the second of 2 is good. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
And here is Young. From deep 3-point range, it falls.
Incredible. He will.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
place.
Tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Bill Barton is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Now here's Barton. Nobody near Barnes. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And here are the Timberwolves. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live, right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thanks, David.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
2 on the clock. Here's Edwards. That shot misses. Good D by Anunoby. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Raptors. On the wing, Anunoby. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Both free throws good from Anunoby.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double checking, and the game continues on. The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
It's stolen by Edwards. Gobert against Pirtle. Outside Conley. Out to Edwards. Towns for 3. They get the rebound. Edwards, that's good.
Boy, you like to see Edwards doing work on the glass, hitting the boards there, using his strength and athleticism to extend plays.
And there's the pass to Pirtle. Barnes down low. Working on McDaniels. Pass to Pirtle. And a wide open look for Siakam. Misses the 3. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable. They've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Raptors. Siakam deciding where to go with it.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Anunoby in the corner. On the wing, Barnes. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Pirtle. Takes it out to Siakam. The Raptors rebound. Here's Anunoby, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Towns. For Toronto, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Gobert the pass to Towns. He dishes it to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Outside, Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Towns a screen on Barnes. And Towns gets it to go.
In the paint, Towns is just a nightmare for defenders. His size is a huge advantage.
Here's Siakam. The kick out to Barton. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Edwards. And oh, he jams it right over Scotty Barnes. Wow.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Conley the pass to Gobert. Outside, Towns. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Here's Gobert, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Timberwolves.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Achua is out there with Young, and it's Porter in at the 3 slot. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Both free throws good from Reed. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Noel passes to Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Prince. From the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Prince has got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Van Vliet passes to Achua. Van Vliet finds Young. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Achua can't get it to fall.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And here's Prince outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Goes back up. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
From deep, Prince. Here's Anderson. Banked in off the glass. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Stolen by Anderson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Raptors trail by 8. The kick out to Young. Van Vliet on the wing. Inside. Intercepted. Trent against Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Prince. Anderson dishes to Prince. And he drops it in from the low post. And now it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
Toronto calls timeout. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Here's Barton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Anunoby. Shot to stop the run. Rebound, Minnesota.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And he converts the layup. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Raptors trail by 10. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. Edwards finds McDaniel.
Come on.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Anunoby. Birtle, the pass to Siakam. Barton outside. Stolen by Michael Conley. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, I like the way Towns plays such a physical style. It's tough on the officials, but the fact that he doesn't mind initiating contact gets him to the strike.
And Towns drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Raptors trail by 12. Out to the right wing. Pirtle kicks to Barton. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot. And that's rocking the rim. Give him 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves it. He deserves all the points. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now.
20 seconds. The Raptors, 13.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Here's Siakam. And it's blocked by Conley. Edwards against Anunoby. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. Towns with the steal. Outside Edwards. Kicks to Towns. Towns is doubled. Gobert with a wide open look. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with the ball. And the dunk by Towns.
You know what makes Towns so dangerous in transition? He can beat you with the shot, or he can beat you at the rim.
Barton kicks to Anunoby. Off target from 3-point range. Minnesota leading by 18. Towns down low, covered by Siakam. Conley surveying the D. The kick out to Towns. 4 on the clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Pirtle with a screen on Towns. And they get it. And Pirtle lays it up and in.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
Outside, Towns. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Siakam has a screen on Conley. Back to Siakam. Towns with the steal. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Here's Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 14 points for Anthony Edwards. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. To the inside, and stolen by Siakam. On the wing, Anunoby. He has 6. Here's Towns. He kicks it to Conley. Outside, Edwards. Back to Conley. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. That shot wide open. McDaniel's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Toronto's gotten blanked from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Van Vliet passes to Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And the pick and roll delivers. Van Vliet making the right decision, giving up the rock.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Young with the steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Porter passes to Achua. It's deflected. Here's Noel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Into the lane, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Minnesota shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Porter is out there with Young. And it's Achua in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Raptors shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Van Vliet kicks to Achua. Back to Van Vliet. And so the Timberwolves with another turnover. Prince with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Anderson passes to Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid up and in by Anderson. Anderson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Timberwolves. The kick out to Porter. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one.
He knew exactly where he needed to be and had his feet set. Porter looking good on that catch and shoot.
Prince, the pass to Alexander Walker. That's tipped. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. Van Vliet wide open. The kick out to Porter and stolen by Prince. The pass to Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. Anderson outside. Tipped away. Pass to Achua. And here's Porter. It's Trent on the wing. There's the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Noel doesn't go for him. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Trent outside. Fires from the wing. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Anderson outside. Pass to Noel. Prince outside. Anderson outside. Passes it to Alexander Walker. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Van Vliet. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Achua finds Van Vliet. Trent with it. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. For 3, Van Vliet, and the 3 ball is good. Van Vliet's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Minnesota calls timeout. And some changes here for the Raptors. Minnesota leading by 18. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Hurdle against Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he makes all 3. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W
for Minnesota.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Edwards.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Stolen by Michael Conley. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. The dish now to Towns. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Barton kicks to Siakam. Jacks up a 3. Gobert pulls it in.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Conley, the pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. And the outcome of this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Gary Trent. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. Now here's Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. Siakam, the pass to Pirtle. Capella with a block.
What a block by Clint Capella. Flying in with those long arms for the no.
They kick it out to Murray. No good on the 3. Trent with it. Pass to Siakam. Rejected by Okongwu. And he recovers it. Pirtle finds Trent. Puts up a 3. And again, no good by Toronto. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside.
This Hawks squad looking to get back to their winning ways. Had a stretch not long ago of 10 straight playoff appearances.
Back to Young. For 3. Pure from 3-point range.
This is Trae Young's game. Unbreakable confidence, quick release, unlimited range.
Smitty with the Hawks. Can they get back to consistently competing for a championship, you think?
BA, it sure seems they've got the talent to do so. Good combination of young talent and wily vets. They did it in 2021, but can they do it again?
Now here's Murray. Money on the 19-footer.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Murray against Anunoby. Trent on the wing. Pass to Siakam. Back to Trent. Outside Anunoby. Misses the 3. The Hawks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Young. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Toronto trailing. Siakam outside. Can they get it? And he hits the jump shot.
And for a big man, Siakam handles it well, playing with confidence in these pick and roll sets.
And a deep 3 from Young. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark.
You know, the first player ever drafted out of Austria, Jakob Poeltl, is blazing his own path, inspiring a new wave of basketball players.
Now here's Siakam. Barnes. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game. A minute 39 left in the first quarter. Here's Murray. There's the drive. And it's Murray finishing it off.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
You know, Pirtle's country of Austria, they've never qualified for the games or world championships, Smitty.
You're right, B.A. And I know he really carries the flag for Austrian hoops. But the game is growing there because of Jakob Poeltl. Look at what Dirk did for their neighbors in Germany.
Here's Siakam. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Out of bounds, it'll be Hawks ball. One minute left in the first. Outside Young. Pass to Capella. They kick it out to Murray. Back to Capella. Bay outside, just 4 to shoot. And there's a 3-second violation. Toronto has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Hurdle with a screen on Young. Here's Trent. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Capella.
Good work by Gary Trent Jr. to get in tight and draw the foul. He's at his best when he's assertive. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Man, showing some terrific range. Young's got 8 points.
Pulling up off the bounce, just another tool Young uses to create separation.
And an Obi for 3. Fires in the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
To the paint. They kick it out to Murray. Back to Capella. Here's Young. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Well, a good close contest so far. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Griffin is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then there's Bruno Fernando. And it's Forrest in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
A 2020 first-round pick. Precious Achiuwa was traded before his second year in the league.
You know what's interesting, B.A., going from Miami to Toronto in the Kyle Lowry deal. It's rare to trade a guy after his rookie year, but Precious, he had a great second year.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. And here are the Raptors now. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Forrest. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Bogdanovic against Barton. Bogdanovic passes to Hunter. Clock at 6. To the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Not just a scorer, Bogdanovic shows excellent feel as a playmaker. That was a nice find.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now here's Griffin. Bogdanovic on the wing. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Barton. Outside for Porter. Fires the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent. That's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Forrest. Here's Fernando. Rebound by the Raptors. Van Vliet on the wing. Inside. Martin right side. Boucher a screen on Griffin. Martin a good look. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Bogdanovic. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
Sweet little inside shot by Bogey, adjusting his touch for a close range bucket.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Van Vliet. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
And another thing they've done is look to shoot from the mid-range often. So far, it's really paying off for them. And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And Siakam with the slam.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Capella, screen on Van Vliet. Young with it. He's picked up by Pirtle. And that one's good. Young.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Left block shot on the way. And the bucket by Pirtle. Pirtle's got his first basket.
I like how Fred VanVleet stays patient. Eyes up, finds the breakdown in the defense.
They kick it out to Murray. Offline with a 3. Van Vliet up top, defended by Murray. And now the Hawks on the break. Outside for Bay. And a pretty tightly contested game here.
Fans, put your hands together. Get loud. For the Rockies.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So for the Raptors right now, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Gary Trent is out there with OG Anunoby, and it's Pirtle in at the center position.
The Raptors are taking a patient approach. They understand to get back to a championship level, they've got to grow from within.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Now here's Pirtle, Anunoby with it, and it's Young picking him up. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Trent. Stolen by Capella.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
Murray from outside. The shot comes out. Now Toronto takes it the other way. And despite setting their sights on the future, Smitty, last season the Raptors still claimed the 5th seed in the East.
Exceeding expectations, that's what they do. And with their great player development program, they have every reason to believe they'll continue to improve.
Young misses. Toronto has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Anunoby with it. Okongwu on him. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Trent outside. Pass to Pirtle. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Trent. Barnes with it. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. With 1 on the clock. And he gets it to go. And the Raptors lead by 2.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Trent, the pass to Siakam. Tries it from the top of the key, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Siakam's got 8.
Gotta get up on Pascal Siakam. When you don't, he hurts you with the jumper.
You know, with Trae Young, he almost embraces being the villain to other teams' fan bases. It's like he feeds off the fans heckling him on the road.
Here's Murray. Uses the glass on the layup. He has 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Grant, as you said with Young, he's been the villain in the playoffs more than a few times.
Yeah, B.A. Players who can embrace that are good for the NBA. Trae Young has fun being a thorn as a visiting player, and he always backs it up with his play.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Here's Forrest. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Timeout called, the Raptors. Boucher against Hunter. Boucher passes to Barton. Now here's Barnes. Back to Barton. 3-pointer. On target from range. Barton's got his second basket of the game.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
It's stolen by Barnes. Barton with it. Now Bogdanovich defending. Outside for Porter. Pass to Barton. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah. You know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club.
And the Raptors making a change here. Young's checked in. Now here's Barton. 7 points in the game. Shoots. That shot missing.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
To the inside, Fernando. Off with the layup.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Right side, Porter. Pass to Boucher. There's 21 seconds left in the third. 6 to shoot. Boucher on the screen. Young finds Boucher. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Takes a 3. Rebound Atlanta. Now Bogdanovich. Outside Hunter. Back to Bogdanovich. 3-pointer. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Raptors out in front. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Hawks trailing. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. Okongwu at the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Bay in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Young. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
The way Trae Young steps up on offense is terrific. He works hard to deliver for his team.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. And stolen by Murray. And now the Hawks on the break. Now here's Bay. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Wide open look. And that one drops for him. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The shot chart will tell you this isn't Young's favorite spot, but with a little effort, he makes it work.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He complimented the three-point shooting. He said, quote, "It's one thing to get the look, it's another to bury it. I believe in you guys. I think you've got this game on lock. Let's go out there and let's take this, guys."
Allie, thank you. And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Here's Siakam. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. And then Siakam with the jam.
This is what this team expects from Pascal Siakam. His guys know how dominant he can be.
Capella in the high post. The kick out to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Capella inside. Covered by Pirtle. Capella, the pass to Murray. Over Trent. And no good, trying to use the glass. The Raptors with a lead. Pass to Siakam. Stolen by Young. Bay against Anunoby. Bay passes to Young. And that's an intentional foul. So it's Atlanta now. And here's Young. Bay outside. This one for 3. And they recover it. Trent against Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
A proven veteran, Capella doesn't get nervous about taking big-time shots for his squad.
Here's Siakam to the paint. Stolen by Capella. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Back to Bay. And it's Toronto with a rebound. And there's the call on Saddiq Bey. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Siakam. Pirtle up top. Trent up top. Guarded by Young. Trent, the pass to Siakam. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Siakam's got 13 in the second half.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
Young against Trent. And here's Okongwu for 3. Connects from downtown.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Now here's Trent. Barnes finds Siakam. The shot from 20 feet out. That's no good. Now he's 7 for 9.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Now here's Siakam. Money!
Stepping up in a big way. Siakam proving he's got guts to deliver in the clutch.
Young against Trent. Outside Young. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Shot clock at 6. Here's Okongwu. Capella got a chance to get it off. Pirtle grabs a miss. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Trent. It falls!
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
OG can make the most of this trip if he can stay cool and ignore the noise. And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
And the Hawks call time here. They're trailing by 5. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
So it's Toronto picking up the win. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Are ready to go. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Fighting in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at point guard.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
Murray, no good. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Now here's Towns. Back to Edwards. 5 to shoot. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the end one, yes, sir.
We're anticipating a high-scoring affair in this one. Doris, a lot of offense. Both these teams are very dangerous shooting the ball.
Which is an absolute pleasure for you and I and the fans. Offense obviously sells tickets. To me, the interesting point, which defense is able to step up and make a difference tonight?
Here's Gobert following the basket by Trae Young. Conley's shot is off. Conley against Young. Pass to Bay. Over to the wing. And Murray. Here we go. Back to Bay. The kick out to Young. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
What quickness from Young on that play. He gets the ball and gets to his release with great quickness.
The pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Okongwu, the pass to Murray. Towns with the steal. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Towns kicks to Conley. A second chance effort. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Young against Edwards. Young taking his time here. Pass to Capella. 4 on the shot clock. 17-foot shot on the way. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Edwards dishes to Towns. Back to Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 7 points.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
And Trey Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Conley up top. Outside, Towns. Back to Conley. Passes it to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
Outside for Murray. Out to the wing. Bay wide open, and he fires. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And catch and release, not just about fishing. Saddiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch and shoot triples made in the NBA.
Now here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
Here's McDaniels. They lead by 7. Kicks to Conley. Back to McDaniel. Here's Edwards. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
The 3. Bay, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Edwards with it. And guarded by Capella. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Young pass to O'Connor. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And so it's Minnesota in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball with... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Noel in at the point guard position. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Prince in for McDaniels. Here's Anderson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Great. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Give it up one more time for your ATL dancers.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Lets it go from the wing, and with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Bogdanovich.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender, creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Alexander Walker passes to Reeves. Here's Prince outside. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
One of the hardest things to deal with Taurean Prince is trying to match his energy. This guy goes all out every time.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Timberwolves leading by 9. Anderson outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. There's the pick. Now the pass to Noel. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. From the stripe. Anderson's shot is off. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. To the paint. Here's Fernando.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Anderson. Pass to Prince. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Reed. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Hunter sets a screen for Bogdanovich. Just 4 to shoot. And he makes good on the layup. And now just a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Prince wide open. Another miss by Minnesota.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Forrest passes to Fernando. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Okongwu, the pass to Young. Down low, Towns with the steal. Now here's McDaniel. T right on him. High post, Gobert. Back to McDaniel. Conley kicks to McDaniel. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Hawks trail by 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Young pass to Okongwu. The Hawks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And that one falls for Okongwu. And he makes both free throws. For Minnesota, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Now here's McDaniels. He's defended by Bay. Outside Conley. Over Young. No good on the shot.
Boy, a miss like that will drop.
Thank you, David. And we'll...
22, the Timberwolves, 23.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. And it's Bay in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Now Edwards. 11 points in the game. Out left to the wing. Towns with it. Out guarded by Murray. Towns kicks to Edwards. Clock is at 3. Back to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, how about the maturity of Towns, recognizing the situation and just beats the clock.
Pass to Capella. Here's Bay. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Murray driving the lane. Count that one.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trey make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
Out to Conley. Driving to the basket. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Young passes to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Bay. And Murray now top of the key. Young right side. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Just 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Okongwu, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks. Timberwolves shooting 43% from the field. And it's Conley penetrating. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, there's a certain level of quickness you've got to contend with. Mike Conley off the dribble drive.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And Young kicks to Okongwu. Yes! And the foul.
Basket's good.
Michael Conley picks one up.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Timberwolves trail by 3. Right side, Conley. Out to Edwards. Atlanta with the rebound. Young left side. The pass to Okongwu. Murray outside. Young outside. 6 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Atlanta lead.
And some crafty inside play from Young, finding a way around the defense to get his shot.
The kick out to Towns. Back to Conley. Towns with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Capella with a screen on Conley. And Young, here we go. Conley against Murray. From outside the arc. They get it back to the left wing. Capella, the pass to Murray. Conley against Young to the right side. Here's Okongwu. That shot, no good. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Out to Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here's Young from the arc. It's not going to go for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid 79%.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And Edwards with the stuff.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force.
The big guy attacking the rim. The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Here is Edwards. He's got 15. Here he goes.
Well, Anthony Edwards says, yes, you're playing exceptional defense, but my offensive game is better. I'm a solid 225.
Towns with the steal. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hawks on top. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Naz Reid. Kyle Anderson is out there with Prince, and it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Pass to Hunter, and it's Bogdanovich in the corner. He kicks to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Here's Alexander Walker. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's Minnesota now. They trail by 3. Noel passes to Reed, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a long time coming, partner.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Atlanta.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Young, good.
Carving through the defense with ease. I love watching Young slam on the Jets. Pin knife inside. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. and maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Young outside for Murray. Offensive rebound. Passes to Bay. Young left side. Clock at 4. Tries again. Reed with the block. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
Towns against Bay. Towns dishes to Conley. To the wing on the left. Here's McDaniels. Tries yet again. And Capella sends it back. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Another miss by Young.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
Now, this guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Conley with it. Okongwu covering. And it's Towns missing.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Hay kicks to Young. To the middle. Here's Capella. And rejection by McDaniel. Capella with a screen on Edwards. To the paint. Another shot. Gobert pulls it in. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Hawks trail by 3. Murray outside. Capella sets a screen for Young. Back to Murray. To the wing right side. Okongwu kicks to Young to end the cold streak. And that one hits back iron. Timberwolves leading by 3. Back to Towns. Pass to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Out to Conley. 3-pointer. Drills it from outside. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Well, Mike Conley's a veteran. What confidence, what clutch play. Nicely done.
To the left side wing. Here's Okongwu. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need. Wow, hammering it in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And it's sent back by Okongwu.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Towns against Murray. Young outside. From downtown. And no good. And so the Timberwolves take the win. This was a hard... All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For
K Sports for our latest presentation of We expect this one to be intense, with two very athletic teams giving their all to capture the win, Clark.
And they both like to play a very fast-paced, energetic game, running hard, trying to score easy buckets, and that will lend itself to the conditioning level perhaps being the difference in who comes out on top.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Timberwolves on D. Out to the right wing. Trent left side. Stolen by Conley.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Edwards against Anunoby. Conley passes to Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Edwards for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Pass to Anunoby. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Outside Edwards. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. They recover it to the wing, right side. Towns down low, working on Barnes, and the shot's good. Towns has got his second basket. And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
Here's McDaniels. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Barnes the screen. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, BA. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. Clock at 6. Towns for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Towns has got 7 points.
You know what? You have bigs who can threaten you with the triple where you have to at least respect it. But when you think about Karl Anthony Towns, in multiple seasons, he's hit over 40% from 3.
And the basket by Trent.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Conley finds Edwards. Shot from 12. Doesn't go for him. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Trent, the pass to Siakam. 19-footer. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
And so he hits both. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, BA. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
Here's Edwards. They get it back. Here's Gobert. Pass to Towns. Outside Conley. Into the lane. From the arc. And another three from Minnesota.
How many 6'11" guys in this league can do that? Towns is a unicorn. Awesome ability to catch and let it fly.
And here's Siakam for three. Nails it from three.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Outside Edwards. McDaniels passes to Gobert. The layup misses.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Back to Siakam. Pass to Trent. Now Siakam. Here's Trent. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. We've got Chris Boucher. Will Barton is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then there's Otto Porter. So that's the five in the game for Toronto. And here are the Raptors now. They trail by 6. Barton, the pass to Boucher. VanVleet outside. Stolen by Anderson.
Whatever opening he saw vanished quickly. Got to be more careful with those entry passes.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's Prince. Pass to Anderson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. VanVleet on the wing. Anderson covers. Here's Boucher. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Now here's Barton, guarded closely. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Anderson. On the wing, Alexander Walker. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Toronto trailing. VanVleet with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Jacks up a three. And again, Toronto no good. Minnesota has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Pass to Reed. Oh, and there's the whistle. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Boucher finds Barton. Back to Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Here's Anderson. Pass to Alexander Walker from 18 feet away. No good. A bit long that time. The Raptors have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Van Vliet, the pass to Barton. Can't cash it in from close range.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. A slam dunk by Reed.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Outside, Anderson. Now Reed. 1:57 left in the first half of this one.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Barton, the pass to Boucher. Back to Barton. Releases. Rebound, Minnesota.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Reed buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Basket's good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Prince. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Barton. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And he makes the first. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And Conley subbed in for Noel. Barton outside. From outside the arc. They grab their own miss. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Alexander Walker. Barton outside. Releases. Outside for Porter. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. A line change here for Toronto. 23 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Steps back. Anunoby against Edwards. Pass to Conley. To the right side. Here's Towns. Can't get it to fall. And Toronto calls time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Here's Towns. He's got 10. And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
BA, it really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
You know, Towns' teammates love seeing this. They encourage him to get after it and look to score more often.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass to Edwards. Driving to the basket, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Trent, the pass to Barnes. And here's Siakam. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Down low and stolen by Gobert. Towns passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Trent. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Towns finds Edwards. Puts the move on. For 3, Conley. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now. Anunoby against Edwards. Trent from long range. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. It's Edwards on the wing, covered by Pirtle. McDaniels from long range. No good. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Trent left side. Pirtle with a screen on Conley. Trent's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. From behind the arc. Pascal Siakam with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Fast break, Minnesota. And there's Conley. That one's good. And the assist by Edwards.
Good gamble that time by Edwards. He, as much as anybody, wants this team to be out in the open floor.
Pirtle, the pass to Anunoby. Pirtle with a screen on Edwards. Pass to Siakam. Looking to end the drought. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Outside McDaniels. Now Conley, guarded by Trent. Conley passes to Edwards. Gobert with it. 6 to shoot. McDaniels finds Towns. 3-pointer, no good. The Raptors have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. It's Barnes on the wing. Hits the trifecta. Barnes has got 5 now.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Gobert with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Outside McDaniels. Right side Conley. Pass to Towns from deep. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Anunoby fires the 3. And the Raptors get it back. Pirtle, the pass to Barnes. Here's Anunoby. Here's Siakam over Towns. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You can see the length come into play, whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Timberwolves timeout call. All right, Raptors fans, here they come. It's time for your North Side Crew. North Side Crew, always putting in the hours. Show them some love, fans.
He does not get the second one. The Timberwolves shooting pretty well at 45%. Pass to Alexander Walker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Here's Siakam. Here he goes. And Siakam with the slam.
Driving in, Siakam can be such a menace for the defense. Hard to get in the way of his physicality.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
That'll count. And that's not going to go. And Minnesota calls time here. And fourth quarter basket. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skill.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Gary Trent is out there with OG Anunoby, and it's Pirtle in at the center spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
Anunoby on the wing. Pass to Barnes. Here's Siakam. They get it back. Pirtle. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Timberwolves.
They've made the offense uncomfortable, creating turnovers with the defensive pressure and cashing in on the other end.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Siakam outside. The 3. Well, Clark, you've got your good players in the league, but then there's that group that is in that elite category. What type of player commands that kind of respect?
Well, I think it's a guy who shows up every day but produces at a high level. I think you probably tip your hat to scores in that case, but there's a lot of respect and cachet given to outstanding defenders. Anybody that's excellent consistently, I think, gets a level of respect that's special.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Towns. Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
He hits the second from the line. The Raptors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Siakam. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Using all of his height to smother the shot completely. Emphatic block that time by Karl-Anthony Towns.
Oh, Gobert with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Pirtle. Here's McDaniels. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Edwards against Anunoby. Siakam with a screen on Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Karl-Anthony Towns.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Grant.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
Over to the wing. Siakam for three. Sinks it from distance.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Pirtle. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Now here's Siakam. Pirtle with a screen on Towns. Siakam, the pass to Barnes. Siakam, the screen. 5 on the clock. Anunoby on the wing. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Conley passes to Towns. Edwards against Anunoby. Over Trent. That one off the back iron and out.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see. And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Timberwolves.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Siakam outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so it's Minnesota with it. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. It's Edwards with a drive, and Edwards slams it in.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Siakam finds Anunoby. McDaniels against Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to win the run. McDaniels with the rebound. Outside Edwards. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
For a battle on the road. And looking confident all the way in. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. And it's Collins in at the small forward position. Now, here's Trent. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Here's Anunoby, following the basket by Trae Young. Barnes sets a screen for Siakam. Oh, good with the triple. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Murray the pass to Okongwu. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Trains the three-pointer. Young's got 5 now.
Trae Young has been inspired by the generation before him. Deep threes, that's his thing. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. Here's Okongwu. The kick out to Young. Takes a 3, just 5 to shoot. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Trent. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done. He plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors the defense by not overextending.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And a wide open look for Siakam. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Young. Takes it off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Every player his size has a lot of creativity to the game, especially scoring. And Trae is a flat-out scorer.
Now, here's Trent. Here's Pirtle. And he makes that one.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Trent against Young. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Capella. From deep three-point range. Again, Young missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
And here's Trent outside. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. Young drives in. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Trae Young has such good handle and creates so much space for himself, and he can get to the rim.
Trent kicks to Anunoby. Passes it to Pirtle. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And it's sent back by Okongwu. They retain possession. For three, Siakam. Collins grabs the miss. Now Young. To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent. Off the inbound. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
You know, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Otto Porter Jr. out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Fred VanVleet. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And this offensive system, Brent, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And the shot goes in. VanVleet's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Raptors.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Guarded by Porter. Outside for Griffin. A three-pointer is right on target. Griffin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
VanVleet wide open. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Pass to Hunter. And the pass to Forrest. Clock at 6. Outside for Griffin. Here's the 3. Can't hit that one. And Toronto will come the other way. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And great find by VanVleet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
It's deflected. Pass to Boucher. A 3-ball. Rebounded by the Hawks. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Bogdanovich. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Now, here is Young, 11 points in the game. Kicks it out to Collins. Murray scanning the floor. Passes it to Okongwu. They get a hand on it. And Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Trent's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Toronto leading by 6. Here's Barnes. And the rejection by Collins. Young passes to Collins. The tray, and it's Young. That time on the assist by Collins. Young's got 14 points.
And so far, Young is making the defense look old. He is on fire to start this one.
Trent outside, fires the three, and the Raptors miss again. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 3, and here's the break. Trent finds Barnes. Raptors moving the ball around. Back to Trent. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. 6 points for Gary Trent Jr. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Toronto.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
They have also been superb at blocking shots. Just the timing has been impeccable, setting the tone on the defensive end and making those guys think about what they're doing with the ball.
Siakam misses. The Hawks trail by 5. Collins in the post, defended by Trent. Over to the left wing. Pass to Young. Murray outside. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now, here's Collins. Outside for Murray. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And another shot.
And Pirtle is very passionate on defense. So good at throwing a hand up in the face of scoring.
And Siakam has it in the corner. Back to Pirtle. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Collins. The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Young fires away from outside. And that shot was up in time, but all right, David, thank you. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The Hawks trail by 7. On the court right now for the Hawks. Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Collins in at the 3.
Trae Young continuing to read and scan the floor, and that time finds an open teammate.
Barton against Young. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
A hard-working veteran. Barton can do a little bit of everything for you.
You know, it's been an interesting path for Will Barton trying to find his way onto the floor, but he has not looked back the past couple of seasons. He's added some strength, a little more patience to his game, and he's become a key piece with starter-level talent.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Okongwu. Misses in close.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
And the dunk by Boucher.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Here's Young, and the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 16 points.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Puts one up from 19. Barton, no luck.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
From deep. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Young.
This is Trae Young's specialty. He's just going to stretch out the defense.
There's the pass to Boucher. Young against Barton. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is...
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Will Barton has just been a steady force. He's got a lot of experience. He has those nights where he gets it going offensively. He's willing to do whatever, but he does make positive contribution.
Now, here is Young. He's got 19. Outside Collins. Hawks passing it around. Fires the three. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Young.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now here's Barton. 6 points for him. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. Barton's got 7 now in this quarter.
And that's some nice rotation on the ball there from Barton. Looks totally calm rising up for threes.
And talk about a terrific stroke. The defense was hoping that a 3-ball that deep wasn't going in.
Young against Barton. And the shot's good from Boucher. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Kicks it out to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
Here's Boucher. The kick out to Barton. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. Inside. Crafty move. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. The Raptors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. A new group in now for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. Scotty Barnes comes in for Thaddeus Young. OG Anunoby's checked in for Porter. And Trent subbed in for Barton. Now here's Bogdanovic. They set the pick for the tie. It's hauled in by Trent. Raptors leading by 3. Barnes outside. Back to Trent. All sorts of time. Rebound Atlanta.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Bogdanovic kicks to Griffin. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovic dangerous.
Siakam against Hunter. Siakam looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Griffin passes to Hunter. With the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Here's Siakam with the drive.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam. Both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
Pass to Fernando. Here's Forrest. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Raptors lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Gary Trent. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter to tie it up. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds in the game. Trent passes to Anunoby. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Pass to Fernando. The dish to Griffin. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 5-point game. Pirtle finds Siakam. Fires from deep. Hits it from 3-point range.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Outside for Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And here is Siakam. After DeJounte Murray was able to get the triple, Pirtle sets the pick for Anunoby. On the clock. They get it again, and it's Trent in the corner. For 3, Siakam. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Young. It's hauled in by Trent. Raptors leading by 8. Barnes looking around. Ring shot on the way. The offensive rebound. Takes it out to Siakam. And stolen by Okongwu. Young outside. Back to Murray. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And stolen by Siakam. Barnes outside. Down low. And stolen by Murray. One-on-one here. Capella kicks to Murray. And then Murray with the jam.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Trent outside. Pirtle sets the pick for Trent. Bullseye. The Hawks trail by 8. 1:46 left in the game. Young pass to Okongwu. Good D by Siakam. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Trent finds Pirtle. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And Pirtle is so polished in the post. Defenders are always nervous when he has the ball down low.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Crosses over. And it's laid up and in by Young. Young's got 27.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
That's to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And look at Pirtle effortlessly dropping the hammer on the D.
Outside for Murray. And here's Young. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Raptors leading by 8. Siakam outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. Collins kicks to Young. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. .34 seconds left in the fourth. Siakam inside the three-point line. The kick out to Barnes. Trent outside. There's the triple. Atlanta with the rebound.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Back to Young. And so it's Toronto winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability